some bad news. It's Jamie.
How are we doing?
Good. Pretty good.
Now, it's so nice to return to Scotland because we get to see old favorites, such as the Murray family. But time travel has also allowed us to see some dearly departed characters, Geillis and Duncan. Can you talk about making changes to their situation to reflect or erase the passage of time based on where they are now?
You mean, because we really are seeing them back? Or do you mean trying?
Yes, because we're seeing them before we previously saw them.
Oh, so right. Yeah, no,
not only are they alive.
Yeah, we wanted to see them meet on camera. I think that a lot of us were excited when this idea came up to, hey, wonder what it was like when they met, and then why not throw a great 7-times grandson in there and the son to witness it and make it as awkward and as possible. So and it really was a fun moment on camera, and I think we really enjoyed it. Hopefully the audience will too.
And I just remember from the book there was a line about that Geillis kind of was very flirty with Roger and Buck, and I just thought that was kind of fun too, and very creepy, and very that she would do that.
Yeah, very Geillis-like.
Yes, it was. As I was watching that scene, it just reminded me of how well you guys kind of weave in and out of what was on the page to then what's going to be on the screen. So many beats are the same, but then so many details are actually different. Maril, what would you say is the key to Outlander success in that regard, keeping people surprised, but also maintaining the spirit?
Well, I always am let's stay to the book. But I think the thing that I've learned from Matthew B. Roberts, for one, is that actually sometimes it's you have the book. So sometimes it is nice to give people what they want, but in a slightly different package. So you're really getting there, but in a slightly surprising way. So even for book readers, there's something still fresh about it. And as long as I think we're keeping to the spirit of it, or that moment, or the iconic moments that I feel mostly with the iconic moments, we try not to change them very much. But other things to surprise people, I think, is a lot of fun and keeps things fresh.
Matthew, speaking of keeping things fresh, Jamie and Claire face yet another challenge and separation. And this one, really, Catriona's performance blew me away in that episode. I was crying with her, even though I knew he was going to be back in 3 seconds. How do you top yourself, emotionally speaking, making sure that what's on the page is going to hit hard again?
Well, I think has always been from day one of the biggest challenges with Outlander, adapting Outlander, is bringing the emotion that's on the page, because a lot of it, so much is internal. We get to hear those internal thoughts, and without, we've gone away from the voiceover because Jamie and Claire are together so much now, so they can talk to each other. So we dig into those scenes whenever we can. My way of storytelling is, this particular story is, you have to let it breathe. You just have to let the characters play the story out, and not worry about the editing, and not worry about getting to another storyline. When this is the important moment, let it breathe, let it play out. And for me, I think that's what resonates and what makes our show special, is that we don't need to cut away and keep the audience, on the edge of their seats. They're already there. And with what you had said, you knew that this, Jamie was going to pop up at any moment. Well, we built the tension there with, when is that going to be? When is that going to be? And then when he does, there's more tension in that moment, because now they got to talk about it. And it's in the talking about it that we let it breathe, and let those, let that flow organically, rather than to get to time, so to speak.
Maril, I know that season 8 has wrapped filming, but we also have Blood of My Blood coming, taking us backwards in time. Given that the books are not complete yet, how much closure would you say the season 8 finale has? And is the door open for you guys to do yet another spin-off in the future?
We haven't actually finished the edit for season 8, so that ending is still to be written in some ways. But I think it's very hard to close the chapter on something where we know the story continues. So I think the writers, Matt, have crafted something that is hopefully satisfying for our fans, even though we know there's probably still a book to go. But I think what we have will be very satisfying and emotional and a fitting end to a series that no one wants to end. I think it's hard to end something, once again, where you feel like that journey is still continuing and you don't want to step on Diana's toes. And there's so many things in there. So I'm very pleased so far. I don't know what the ending is yet. Still to be written in some ways, but I think fans will be very pleased.
Well, thank you so much. I have been very pleased thus far.
Would you not sacrifice everything for love?